a male student jumped up and caught the shuttlecock flying high in the air. The female coach, from the Department of Physical Education, turned her eyes toward him. The boy's name was Yu Cheng. He was 179 meters tall, which was considered a bit short for an athlete. The next day, during the sports meet, the female coach saw Yu Cheng again, this time competing in the 100-meter race. Although he was shorter than most of the other runners, Yu Cheng finished first. Qi Lin, the director of the Department of Physical Education at Hunan University, also noticed Yu Cheng. However, when he saw that Yu Cheng was only 179 meters tall, Qi Lin turned his attention to Liu Shan, who was 19 meters tall and had taken part in many competitions. During the next high jump event, Lana kept watching Yu Cheng. He copied the style and technique of Home, a famous high jumper from Switzerland. After Yu Cheng made a successful jump, Lana reminded him that his last 4 steps were too slow. Home had won the gold medal in the high jump at the 2004 Athens Olympics, and he was only 181 meters tall. Yu Cheng was surprised that someone knew about that famous athlete. In his next jump, he adjusted according to Lana's advice, and everything went well. However, Qi Lin still didn't like him because his height didn't meet the standard. The competition continued with higher bars. Yu Cheng failed twice in a row, but on his 3rd try, he cleared the bar. The crowd cheered loudly. Still, Qi Lin didn't want to keep looking for anyone else because he still liked Liu Shan, who had the advantage of height. He asked the teacher at Hunan High School to persuade Liu Shan. He wanted him to transfer his application to Hunan Normal University. Afterwards, Yu Cheng chased after Lana and gave her ice cream. He asked her what happened and found out that she was a coach at Hunan Normal University. He asked if they liked Liu Shan, but Lana did not answer. Although he was a boy, Yu Cheng was very sensitive. He knew that he was not as tall as Liu Shan, but this did not affect his decision to apply to Hunan Normal University. Yu Cheng took off Lana's sunglasses and memorized her appearance. After Lana returned to school, she told Senior Wu Zhe about a potential young athlete, but unfortunately, he was not selected because of height problems. Qi Lin did not have high hopes for Yu Cheng and directly eliminated him. Wu Zhe advised her that she did not need to be so enthusiastic. Lana had always wanted to be an excellent coach since she was young, but in reality, she was only an assistant coach. This position did not give her much opportunity to demonstrate her abilities. Half a month later, Yu Cheng was admitted to the finance major at the Economic Management Institute. On the first day of school, he saw Lana on the track and field and took the initiative to greet her. Lana did not expect that his heart had always been with athletics, and in the end, she promised that as long as Yu Cheng did well in the academy, she would consider helping him join the school's track and field team. Afterwards, Yu Cheng climbed over the fence to report for admission, and then he brought his luggage into the dormitory. His 3 roommates were Jin Xiao, Han Da, and Shi Li. Yu Cheng introduced himself to everyone, then he ran off to practice. Every day, he woke up at 4 or 5 in the morning to exercise, then he jogged and went to bed at 9:30 at night. One day, he walked out of the training ground through the window as usual, but he was unexpectedly seen by Lana. She said that she would lock all the windows here from now on. Although Yu Cheng tried to plead, he only received a cold attitude from Lana. He finally persuaded Lana to become his coach. Although Lana refused, she contacted her father privately and asked him to provide training materials for Yu Cheng. Yu Cheng was extremely disappointed by the rejection, but he was not discouraged and continued to practice every day. One day, Lana was waiting for him outside the stadium and was willing to become his coach. At the same time, she also gave him a strict training plan. She required him to jump over 25 meters within a month. Yu Cheng was overjoyed and agreed to all of Lana's requests. Liu Shan also joined the high jump team, and the captain of the high jump team was Zhang Tian. He was famous for being able to jump 2 meters high consistently. Yu Cheng volunteered to jump 2 meters on his first attempt, and he passed it with confidence. This surprised everyone. Coach Ming Jie gave Yu Cheng a few comments, then announced that today's training session was over. Zhang Tian packed up his things, glanced at Yu Cheng, and left. Yu Cheng looked at the basketball hanging above his head. He was jealous of Zhang Tian's height. When he saw Lana coming, the boys immediately ran over. Wu Zhe knew that Yu Cheng was the potential athlete that Lana had chosen, but he didn't care. Ming Jie promised that if Yu Cheng had good results in the training sessions, he could meet Qi Lin to join the team of the Economics and Management Academy. When he started to register for credits, Yu Cheng found out that Lana's class was available, and he immediately asked a few of his roommates to choose this course with him. Shi Yin also chose the course because Yu Cheng chose it, and many people in the finance department also chose this course. When summer came, many people in the finance department chose athletics to study. Before the start, Lana had them run 1,500 meters to warm up. Except for Yu Cheng, the others couldn't run it. After After the run, the class officially began. Lana taught them how to sprint. Yu Cheng adjusted his king starting position according to her instructions. Then he jumped out at an extremely fast speed. Yu Cheng noticed that Lana and Wu Zhe had a very good relationship, and he felt a little jealous. At the end of class, he threw a bottle of water to Lana. She caught his bottle, just like she caught Wu Zhe's. The 19-year-old boy was very happy. Suddenly, dust got into Yu Cheng's eyes, and he felt extremely uncomfortable. Lana immediately told him to close his eyes. Then after a while, he felt cool water running down his face. It turned out that Lana was teasing him. She laughed happily and ran away. That night, Qilin returned to school after a business trip. Lana called Yu Cheng to the gymnasium to practice. She knew that Qilin would definitely check the camera, so she deliberately called Yu Cheng here so that Qilin could evaluate him through the camera. Sure enough, Qilin called her a while later. After Lana showed him the training results, he said a lot but still did not want Yu Cheng to join the team. Yu Cheng heard the whole conversation from outside the door. Although he was very disappointed, he still comforted Lana first. Seeing such a young man, Lana suddenly changed her mind. She turned around and went inside to negotiate again. Qilin did not respond. He said that as long as Yu Cheng could jump 1 meters in the school sports meet, he would let him join the track and field team. Recently, Lana felt too tired, so Wu Zhe suggested that she go hiking. When Yu Cheng heard this, he took the initiative to ask Xian to sign up for hiking. The day of the mountain climbing trip arrived, and Yu Cheng and his group of friends arrived early. He called Lana and arranged to meet her at the top of the mountain in an hour and a half for lunch. Lana did not refuse the challenge and immediately agreed. The mountain climbing competition ended with Lana winning, and Yu Cheng had actually brought a bunch of barbecue tools, so it was understandable that he would lose. The two chatted for a while on the top of the mountain, and Wu Zhe arrived shortly thereafter. Yu Cheng had rented a villa nearby and invited Lana to come, but she refused because she thought she was not suitable for young people. But Yu Cheng tried to pull her along and left. Wu Zhe alone on the mountaintop playing with younger people made Lana feel a little embarrassed, but she also participated in the game of young people. If you have never done something mentioned, you must automatically fold one of your fingers down. Yu Cheng had never loved anyone and had never been confessed to, so he honestly folded one of his fingers. Everyone was very surprised that Yu Cheng looked so good, but he did not have a girlfriend. This made Yu Cheng feel quite sad. Then Wu Zhe also went to play with the students, and he exposed Lana's love past. Yu Cheng did not want to listen, so he quickly changed the topic. Xian's eyes looked at Yu Cheng, but he was only busy looking at Lana and Wu Zhe, who were smiling at each other. Then Lana and Wu Zhe returned to the hotel. The two of them even made an appointment to watch the sunrise together, but in the end, Lana fell asleep. The next day, Wu Zhe still thoughtfully went out early in the morning to buy her breakfast. When she returned to school, Lana was ready to go to practice. The high jump competition was also prepared with two candidates. One was Captain Zhang Tian, and the other was Lu Shan. Zhang Tian's ability was very good, but every time it came to competition, he failed to meet the requirements. Lana said that Zhang Tian's family conditions were not good. Without the allowance, he could not even go to school. Perhaps because of the pressure, he did not perform well every time he went out to compete. Yu Cheng's leg injury had not yet healed. He found an excuse to ask Lana for leave. Lana felt that something was wrong, so she went straight to the dormitory to find him. Fortunately, he hid in the closet and explained that his mother had come and that he needed to go shopping with her. Lana thought that she might be thinking too much, so she didn't ask any further. The school sports meet was about to arrive. Lana discovered that Yu Cheng had signed up for the 100-meter race, but he didn't show up and had to temporarily change his person. Lana went to the high jump venue to watch. She saw Yu Cheng jumping 8 meters, so she immediately changed the height to 1 meters. Lana noticed that Yu Cheng's ankle was abnormal, so she immediately stopped the match. Lana forced Yu Cheng to give up the competition and quickly took him to the hospital to check his injury. As soon as they entered the hospital, Lana forced Yu Cheng to sit in a wheelchair, but the elevator was having problems, so she carried Yu Cheng up to the 5th floor. The doctor said that Yu Cheng's injury was not too serious, and that his physical condition was very good, so he could recover in 3 weeks. Lana felt disappointed in Yu Cheng because he had hidden the fact that he had injured his leg. Wu Zhe then brought food to Yu Cheng and told him that Qilin had scolded Lana because she had not known that her player was injured. Fortunately, this incident only happened within the university. If it had been a big match, Lana's coaching career would have been ruined. It was unknown whether the matter was really that serious, but in short, Yu Cheng believed what he said and did not dare to send Lana any more messages. Because he was afraid of bothering her, Yu Cheng started to find ways to apologize to Lana. The first time he wrote an apology letter, Lana didn't even read it. His roommates started to show off their talents and skills. They taught Yu Cheng how to write beautifully and touchingly. Then he tried to apologize to Lana by making a slideshow. Yu Cheng also called some other classmates to help. Lana was surrounded by many balloons, and those balloons were filled with apologies. Yu Cheng stood on a higher staircase, and he dropped the apology letter down to her through a rope. But Lana didn't reply. She dropped the balloon up with the letter and also put down the rope in her hand. During the meal, Yu Cheng looked at her through the window, but Lana deliberately didn't see it. Wu Zhe was eating with Lana. He didn't understand why it was clearly Yu Cheng's fault, but she was sitting here eating with him with an annoyed expression. Lana got even more upset and got up to leave without eating or drinking. Yu Cheng waited downstairs in Lana's dormitory from night until morning. When Lana woke up, she still saw him standing there, so she gently went down to pick him up. Yu Cheng told her that she was very important to him, that she was different from other coaches. Before, everyone had only taught him high jump as a hobby, but because his height was not up to standard, Lana was very important to him. He didn't want to lose a good coach like her because of this. He spoke very sincerely, and Lana finally forgave him. On the third day of the school sports meet, Yu Cheng ran to watch the match with Lana and Wu Zhe. After watching them sprint, Yu Cheng confidently asserted that they could not run as fast as him. Time passed very quickly. At the end of the fall of 2015, Qilin returned to school from a business trip and was caught by Lana. She came here because of Yu Cheng and gave Qilin his training results. Qilin had no choice but to let Yu Cheng join the school team. However, in the provincial sports meet, the school only had 2 slots. One was Jiang Tian and the other was Liu Shan, and Yu Cheng was not capable. Lana had no choice but to accept it because Yu Cheng had already joined the school team anyway, so they would let him practice more seriously. When Lana announced this good news to Yu Cheng, he was in calligraphy class. The room was extremely quiet, and suddenly Yu Cheng stood up and slammed the table, startling everyone. That night, the young man invited everyone to celebrate, and he also invited Lana, but she refused. Yu Cheng was obviously disappointed, and he didn't even want to eat anything. He used the excuse that he was maintaining his body fat percentage. Liu Shan knew that Lana was training Yu Cheng privately, so he also came to train with him in the morning. But Liu Shan was also a member of the school team, so Lana treated both of them equally. This made Yu Cheng a little jealous, so he said that he would go back first. Seeing this, Lana ran out to talk to him privately. Yu Cheng regained his composure and changed his attitude. He said that he would work hard to train. After that, he successfully joined the school team. He was very kind and won the favor of the team members on the first day. At the same time, he also met a senior in the weightlifting team named Dahe. As soon as he entered, Qilin asked Mingjie to organize an evaluation. Jiang Tian quickly conquered the height of 215 meters, followed by Liu Shan and Yu Cheng. Liu Shan's 2-meter jump was quite good, and Yu Cheng was not far behind. Qilin felt that Yu Cheng performed quite well, so he immediately asked Mingjie to adjust the height to 2.1 meters. As a result, the two of them still could not jump over this height. At that time, Yu Cheng only had one chance left. He was about to enter the final jump, but this time he still could not get over the horizontal bar. So the match was a draw. Qilin stood up and chose Liu Shan to compete in the provincial sports meet. Yu Cheng was extremely dissatisfied. He loudly questioned Qilin, but that anger did not bring any good results. Then he went to the grass to lie down alone, wanting to adjust his emotions. Lana knew that Yu Cheng had put a lot of effort and dedication into this trial match, and she also knew that he did not want to see that result. Therefore, she told Yu Cheng to find Wu Zhe. Wu Zhe let Yu Cheng change his shoes and then entered the track. Yu Cheng's performance was extremely good. He was only second to Huanglin Hong. Wen was third. He was directly eliminated from the competition by the coach, so he felt that Yu Cheng had stolen his place in the competition and sat sadly alone in the stands. Jiang Tian came forward and blamed Yu Cheng for embarrassing Lana. He said that recently people were gossiping that Lana had taken money from Yu Cheng. Yu Cheng couldn't stand it anymore. He grabbed Jiang Tian's collar with angry eyes. Jiang Tian didn't show any weakness. He emphasized that in the track and field team, they all used results to talk. The two almost got into a fight, but fortunately, another coach stepped in to stop them. He then told Yu Cheng that Lana was Jiang Tian's benefactor, so Jiang Tian would definitely protect her. Lana showed Wu Zhe Yu Cheng's results, her expression showing confidence. Wu Zhe wanted Yu Cheng to practice the 100-meter dash together. Lana originally didn't want to, but this time she asked Wu Zhe to let Yu Cheng participate. Wu Zhe agreed when he saw her expression. In the next 20 days, Yu Cheng worked hard with Wu Zhe. He wanted to achieve excellent results in the provincial sports meet. On the first day of the sports festival, Lana took Yu Cheng inside while Jiang Tian was outside. Whenever Jiang Tian panicked in a big competition, Lana was the one to comfort and encourage him, encouraging him to compete like he did in practice. Da He told Lana to go first, and she would stay with Jiang Tian. Yu Cheng's 100-meter performance was still very good. Although the two people beside him were very strong, Yu Cheng had the advantage in terms of mental stability. He ran in just 11.5 seconds and took the top spot. There was a woman in the stands cheering for Yu Cheng. As soon as he received the results, Yu Cheng ran up to find that person and shyly called out to his mother. Wu Zhe and Lana were surprised because they saw that Yu Cheng's mother was only 30 years old at most. They couldn't believe it if they hadn't seen it with their own eyes. Not long after the 100-meter race ended, Lana received news that Lu Shan was injured and could no longer compete. Yu Cheng accompanied them to visit Lu Shan. The doctor said that Lu Shan could not compete in this condition, so Yu Cheng would replace Lu Shan, and Ming Jie had to allow him to participate in the high jump. When Yu Cheng's mother saw Lana, she immediately came to talk to Lana. Lana was a bit introverted and felt shy in front of such an extroverted person, but fortunately, Wu Zhe called her away in time. The competition was extremely tense, and the person who appeared was Chen Hao Jie, the champion of this sports meeting. He had won 3 gold medals in a row in previous seasons. As soon as he entered, he jumped over 2 meters easily. Mingjie called his 2 teammates over and told Jiang Tian to start at 2 meters. Yu Cheng started jumping from 9 meters to get a certain result. According to the rules of this year's competition, those who jumped over 2 meters could directly enter the finals, and then the organizers would select 12 out of 37 participants. This was still a bit of pressure for Jiang Tian and Yu Cheng. Yu Cheng jumped over 195 meters in one go. On the contrary, Jiang Tian's mental pressure was too great, and his first 2-meter test jump not only exceeded the time limit, but also failed. After that, Yu Cheng continued to successfully jump over 2 meters, but Jiang Tian kept failing. He was angry with himself and madly kicked the signs next to him. Da He was worried, so she came to advise and comfort Jiang Tian. A while later, Lana came to talk to Jiang Tian. Jiang Tian didn't understand why he panicked every time he competed. He always felt that the horizontal bar was like a high mountain. Lana gave him more time to think about whether he should continue practicing high jump or not. Yu Cheng still had one more competition. Lana told him to prepare well and not let other things affect him. The final match was soon underway. Shi Yin wanted to go cheer for Yu Cheng, but he absolutely did not want her to come. He then used all the muscles in his face to signal Lana to rescue him. Lana thought for a long time before she understood Yu Cheng's hidden meaning and found a suitable reason to make Shi Yin give up. Shi Lin saw that the athlete was not nervous, but he had already lost his composure. He told Lana to take Yu Cheng somewhere to practice beforehand to ensure the competition, because after all, this was Yu Cheng's first time participating in such a large-scale competition. Lana believed in Yu Cheng's mental stability, and at the same time, she also hoped that Qi Lin could trust her. The finals kicked off with the men's 200-meter race. Wu Zhe was extremely nervous. His student, Huang Lin, was the most potential candidate for the championship this time. When the gun went off, Wu Zhe also pressed the timer in his hand, and Huang Lin was the first to cross the finish line. Wu Zhe cheered excitedly. Qi Lin was also very happy. He turned his head to signal Lana again. She had no choice but to get up and take Yu Cheng somewhere else to relax. Jiang Tian didn't compete today, but he still came because he remembered that Dai Yuhei had a match. He hoped that she could play well and regret it like he did. Lana took Yu Cheng to relax, but he dragged her to the game center to have fun. When Yu Cheng competed in the afternoon, Ming Jie said a few words to him. Yu Cheng nodded to show that he understood and immediately entered the competition. He was in a very good state, and his first jump went very smoothly. As the time passed, there were only 2 players left on the field, Yu Cheng and Hao Jie, competing for the championship. One was the owner of 3 gold medals. The other was just a new student at Hunan University. Everyone thought that this time the victory would obviously be Hao Jie's. In order to let Yu Cheng know that it would be difficult to withdraw, Hao Jie directly reported that he would jump 206 meters in the next jump. Ming Jie saw that Yu Cheng was not only fearless, but also full of confidence, so he asked him to try jumping 2 meters 06 meters. Yu Cheng took the first turn and cleared the bar in one go, thereby successfully putting pressure on Hao Jie. It was clear that Hao Jie had underestimated this new player. Lana thought that Yu Cheng's spirit might have really affected Hao Jie's mentality, so this time, even though he cleared it, he almost touched the bar. However, according to Wu Zhe's analysis, Hao Jie had been out for several years due to injury, so he took this opportunity opportunity to return to maintain his position, but he did not expect to meet a strong opponent like Yu Cheng. Yu Cheng's bar height had reached 2 meters, 0.9. Unexpectedly, Yu Cheng directly asked to skip the jump and did not jump. Once again, he put pressure on Hao Jie. Hao Jie's ability was still there, so he successfully achieved a height of 2.09 meters. The next challenge for the two boys was the height of 2.12 meters. This was a height that Yu Cheng had never reached before, and he had never practiced. As soon as he was about to jump, Lana and the others in the audience stood up nervously. As expected, Yu Cheng could not pass this height on his first try, but even Hao Jie could not pass it on his second jump. The two finally competed for the prize with their third jump. Yu Cheng's success rate on his third jump had always been very high, and this time he had also passed a level of challenge that he had never tried before. Hao Jie still could not pass this height, and Yu Cheng became the champion of the tournament. After the match, everyone surrounded Yu Cheng, but all he saw was Coach Lana's smile. During the meal, many girls were secretly watching Yu Cheng. Lana joked that he was very popular with girls, but he did not respond and only whispered something. Lana said that it was best for him not to fall in love during practice because it would distract him. The 100-meter running coach of the sports university was very impressed with Yu Cheng, and she openly wanted to invite him to her team. She said that whether it was the level of the coach or the professionalism, her school was better than Hunan University. Yu Cheng also expressed his attitude clearly. Wherever Lana was, he would be there. While waiting for the next match, Yu Cheng went in to change clothes to prepare. However, unexpectedly, someone deliberately nailed a nail into his shoe, causing him to get injured. The match was about to start, but Yu Cheng did not come out for a long time, so Lana called him. This time, he had learned his lesson and did not hide it anymore. He honestly told her about his injury. Lana immediately went in to check on the situation and called the doctor. After the doctor observed Yu Cheng's condition, he said that this small injury would not affect the match. However, most people who encounter this situation will have a lot of psychological pressure, which can easily affect their performance in the match. Yu Cheng believes that he has a strong spirit that no one else has, so he is not worried. With Lana's encouragement, Yu Cheng confidently stepped onto the starting line. Lana discovered that Hong Wen was the one who nailed a nail into Yu Cheng's shoe and called him over to talk. As long as Hong Wen could apologize to Yu Cheng, Lana would let this matter go, but he showed no remorse. A big argument broke out between the two and attracted Wu Zhe's attention. If he hadn't come to stop it, he would have dragged Hong Wen to find Qi Lin. The men's 100-meter finals began. Yu Cheng had a leg injury, but he won second place with a time of 10:77 seconds. Lana was so emotional that she was about to cry. Qi Lin also found out later that Hong Wen had nailed Yu Cheng's shoe. He knew that this was enough to expel Hong Wen, but he still wanted to give his student a chance, and they should also ask Yu Cheng's opinion. Lana frankly said that Yu Cheng did not know about this, and he did not have any opinion. After this competition, it could be seen that Yu Cheng was not only good at high jump, but also very good at running 100 meters. Qi Lin always believed that height was Yu Cheng's biggest shortcoming, and if he wanted to develop further, he hoped Lana could guide Yu Cheng to switch to running. Wu Zhe had also known Qi Lin's thoughts for a long time. Otherwise, he would not have let Yu Cheng participate in the 100-meter race. Yu Cheng wanted to invite everyone to a meal to celebrate. As for where to eat, it was up to Lana to decide. Lana felt that the group of people in the team were very hungry. She thought that Yu Cheng's bonus was definitely not enough, but he laughed and said that he still had a lot of pocket money. Hearing this, Lana looked down on him even more because he relied on his parents. Then Yu Cheng thought of another way. His family had a 3-story house in the suburbs. There was a large yard outside the house, and they could buy ingredients to cook there. This not only saved money, but also made everyone eat comfortably and happily. Lana thought this was feasible, so she nodded in agreement. Yu Cheng's mother guessed that her son would probably bring a girl he liked today, and she thought that Qi Yin was her son's match, so she was very enthusiastic about Qi Yin. Lana stood grilling skewers with Wu Zhe. Yu Cheng saw her with Wu Zhe, so he drank sadly. Then he ran to Lana and asked if she was jealous. Lana thought that Yu Cheng might be drunk and was talking nonsense. Yu Cheng then took out his gold medals from when he was 10 to 12 years old. He said that he was only 9 years old at the time, but had misrepresented his age when participating in the competition. Yu Cheng promised that he would win the provincial championship. Then he would win the national championship and the world championship in the future, and he would give her all the medals he won. Yu Cheng's mother overheard that her son was injured by a nail and immediately showed her attitude. She went to ask Lana what happened. Yu Cheng told Lana to leave first and explain the matter to his mother. Wu Zhe noticed that Lana was in a bad mood and asked class, Lana insisted that the relationship between her and Yu Cheng was only that of a coach and an athlete. Although she said so, she had thought a lot about it. Yu Cheng's recent training results were not very good. A month passed, but he was still at 2m14. Chi Lin asked Yu Cheng to change to the running category. If Lana couldn't persuade Yu Cheng, Chi Lin could ask someone else to tell him. Lana knew Yu Cheng's personality. If someone else told him about this, he would have a hard time accepting it. At this time, Yu Cheng was still training hard. Lu Shan, Zhang Tian, and Da He were planning to go to the internet cafe to relax, but Yu Cheng still wanted to stay and train alone. Lana personally came to see him and took him to the internet cafe to play games. Lana was very bad at playing games, so Yu Cheng held her hand and taught her how to play. The scene between the two was extremely intimate. Chi Lin discovered that the coach and several team members were not there. He immediately scolded Ming Jie angrily. Wu Zhe received the call and immediately went to the internet cafe to bring everyone back. Lana, Wu Zhe and Yu Cheng all admitted their mistakes. Chi Lin became even angrier and decided to punish everyone. Lana remembered what Wu Zhe had said to herself not long ago. Chi Lin also talked to Wu Zhe and asked if he wanted to accept Yu Cheng into the running team. Lana later knew that Chi Lin had already made his decision. Wu Zhe looked at this with a more open attitude because this was just to let Yu Cheng change the category and not leave the team, so Wu Zhe felt okay. However, Lana knew clearly that high jump was Yu Cheng's lifelong dream, and it was something he had been pursuing for a long time. The new semester had just ended and it was almost Chinese New Year. Lana's parents were both abroad, so she would be spending the New Year alone. Yu Cheng invited her to his house for the New Year, but Lana turned him down. On New Year's Eve, Yu Cheng called Lana specifically and asked her to listen to the sound of the ocean waves. The two chatted for a while, and Lana urged him to go back with his parents before hanging up. Then Wu Zhe called. He was waiting for her downstairs. He was standing next to a motorcycle with a bouquet of red roses in his hand. Wu Zhe took the opportunity to ask Lana how she felt about him. Lana replied with a smile that they were too close to play this prank, and she quickly changed the subject. Knowing the outcome, Wu Zhe was still very sad. Back at the dormitory, Lana sat down to reply to Yu Cheng's text messages. She originally wanted to send him a message to encourage him not to give up, but suddenly she remembered Wu Zhe's words, so she deleted the message and edited the content. The new year passed very quickly. After the winter break, many team members had a higher body fat percentage. Ming Jie strictly required Lu Shan to reduce his body fat percentage. Wu Zhe also directly mentioned the transfer of categories to Yu Cheng. Lana knew that although Yu Cheng looked very obedient, he was actually very stubborn. Wu Zhe said that if Yu Cheng was not transferred this time, it would hurt him in the long run. Lana finally found an opportunity to take Yu Cheng out. The two walked on the beach. Lana did not say anything about the transfer of teams, but Yu Cheng knew it, and he said what he really cared about, just like what Lana thought. Yu Cheng told her why he liked high jump, because in fact, to develop his height, he had practiced high jump since he was very young. When he was young, his parents were always busy with their work, and he was alone on the island. He accidentally fell in love with high jump. High jump has been with him for many years, and now he almost can't give up high jump. Lana might have been persuaded by him, so she told him to continue practicing well and leave the rest to her to find a way. Lana bought a set of books that Chi Lin really liked. Before she could talk about Yu Cheng, Chi Lin happily showed her the profile of Mao Mao, an 18-year-old boy who was very talented in high jump. Chi Lin asked Lana to prepare and go with him to meet Mao Mao. The two of them drove to Mao Mao's house. His home was in a mountain village. The road was extremely difficult. Although Lana walked very slowly, Chi Lin still suffered from motion sickness. When they arrived, they happened to meet Chi Lin's old friend. Mr. Li was hitting a young man with a broomstick. Chi Lin went to greet Mr. Li, and Mr. Li told the young man to greet Chi Lin and Lana. This 18-year-old young man with naturally curly hair was named Mao Mao. Someone then hung a rope about 2 meters above the ground, and Mao Mao simply jumped over it without any effort. Chi Lin and Lana both found it hard to believe their eyes. Lana thought to herself that it was time for them to meet a real opponent. Mao Mao had an exceptional talent for high jumping. Chi Lin immediately decided to take this young man to her school. Once he finished the college entrance exam, he could go to their university to enroll. Mao Mao's mother was extremely happy to know that her son could go to university. Lana helped Mao Mao pack his things for school. Chi Lin let Mao Mao do the admission procedures. After Lu Shan heard the news, he couldn't help but complain to Wei Cheng. Yu Cheng didn't say anything, but he was extremely worried. As soon as Lana walked over with Mao Mao, Yu Cheng greeted her. Lu Shan recognized her and quickly shut his mouth, and he quickly greeted them. Lana took good care of the new member. Not only did she buy Mao Mao personal items, she also personally helped him make his bed. Yu Cheng couldn't bear to see see that, so he took the initiative to help. Today was Mao Mao's first day here. Lana asked Lu Shan and Yu Cheng to take Mao Mao to eat crayfish. Yu Cheng was forced to take on the task of taking care of this 18-year-old junior. Mao Mao had never eaten crayfish before, and to him, it tasted terribly spicy, but no matter how spicy it was, he still stuffed it into his mouth and ate it cleanly. He didn't even bother to throw away the shell. Lu Shan's words accidentally aroused Yu Cheng's competitive spirit. Yu Cheng then secretly had an eating competition with the 18-year old boy. Everyone could see that Yu Cheng was competing with Mao Mao. Then Mao Mao had his first chance to high jump in front of the coach. He didn't even have the right running rhythm, but he was still able to jump over 1 meters easily. Lu Shan watched with wide eyes in disbelief. After Lana arrived, Ming Jie talked to her. He had a very high opinion of Mao Mao. He was sure that Mao Mao was a high jump genius. He believed that Mao Mao would not stay on their team for long, because he would definitely make it to the national team. Yu Cheng was extremely jealous when he saw Lana treating Mao Mao so well. Lana noticed that Yu Cheng was in a bad mood, so she went to talk to him. It was only when Lana told her to pay more attention to him that he smiled. His mood suddenly improved. Not long after, Mao Mao easily jumped over 14 meters after systematic training. Lana then remembered Coach Yan Jin and decided to go on a business trip to see if he would be willing to train Yu Cheng. That morning, Lana told Yu Cheng that she would go on a trip for a while. Yu Cheng promised that after she returned, he would definitely pass 14 meters. During Lana's absence, Yu Cheng basically had to take care of Mao Mao. This young man followed Yu Cheng everywhere. After Lana returned, she immediately called Yu Cheng over and gave him a gift. Yu Cheng was very happy because of that. During training, Yu Cheng specially brought Lana to watch his performance. He finally jumped over 14 meters, but what he didn't expect was that Mao Mao jumped over 18 meters. Yu Cheng's little happiness immediately disappeared. Lana comforted him, but it was useless. Qilin placed the high jump athlete recommendation form for the 10th National Games on Lana's desk and asked her to write down the names of the recommended athletes. Lana thought for a moment and wrote down Liu Shan and Mao Mao's names. Yu Cheng regretted his attitude towards her just now and ran to apologize, but he knew that Lana would not participate in the morning training with him in the future. Tears immediately flowed from his eyes. Then he accidentally saw Liu Shan and Mao Mao's names on the list. Yu Cheng was heartbroken and asked again and again if she had written it. Lana bluntly told Yu Cheng to get out of the office and asked if he was jealous of Mao Mao. Although Yu Cheng denied it, his expression showed that he had noticed because of Mao Mao's talent in high jumping. Yu Cheng angrily said that he would no longer take care of Mao Mao, saying that he had to attend class. Lana hoped that Yu Cheng could adjust his mood. Yu Cheng was angry because Lana had not written his name on the recommendation form. He thought that Lana did not believe in his abilities. In the end, he left angrily. At night, Lana received a call from Qilin. She was still upset about Yu Cheng, so she took it out on Qilin. Qilin didn't understand why she was so nervous. Before she could finish her sentence, Lana hung up. On this side, Haojie took out his meal card and gave it to Yu Cheng, but unexpectedly, he was scolded by Yu Cheng. When Lana found out, she said that Yu Cheng was in a bad mood and hoped that Mao Mao wouldn't think too much about it. Lana told Mao Mao that he might be attending the citywide sports meet. During the conversation, Lana accidentally knew that Mao Mao's phone had broken half a month ago, so she asked Wu Zhe to go with her to buy a new phone for Mao Mao. After that, the two took the bus back to school. Lana asked Wu Zhe who he planned to send to the sprint race next time. Hearing this, Wu Zhe guessed that Lana wanted Yu Cheng to participate in the 100-meter race again. On the other hand, Yu Cheng was still angry and decided to throw away the gift that Lana gave him, but after thinking for a while, he ran to Lana to apologize. However, he accidentally heard the conversation between Lana and Wu Zhe. It turned out that she really felt that Mao Mao could surpass Yu Cheng's best high jump score. No matter how hard Yu Cheng worked, his mentality collapsed again. He didn't even care much about studying. His test scores in some of the normal tests had dropped significantly. During the track and field team's group practice, Yu Cheng directly skipped 3 group training sessions. Wu Zhe said that Yu Cheng's enthusiasm for training had also decreased recently. Wu Zhe did not believe in Yu Cheng's strong will. Lana was upset and put down her chopsticks and left. She did not even have a bite to eat. During the next training session, Wu Zhe reminded Yu Cheng to practice sprinting well. Yu Cheng did not want to run until he heard Wu Zhe say that it seemed like Lana wanted him to switch to the 100-meter race. As soon as Lana walked over, Yu Cheng directly asked if she could turn around and lead him in high jump practice. If he agreed, agreed to run the 100-meter race. Before Lana could answer, Yu Cheng understood and decided to run the 100-meter race according to her arrangement. Yu Cheng did not sit next to Lana anymore, but Mao Mao's position was now taken. They talked together with Lu Shan beside them. Yu Cheng looked at Lana and could not hide his sadness. The sports university coach invited him to join his track and field team. Yu Cheng did not refuse or accept. In the next 100 meters, Yu Cheng finished first in the first group and second group on the other side. The high jump competition started immediately after that. Mao Mao directly jumped over the 2-meter mark with ease. Wu Zhe opened his mouth wide in surprise. He didn't expect the truth to be exactly like what Lana said. Mao Mao only considered this competition as a warm-up and he didn't care about it at all. In the afternoon, it was time for the finals of the 100-meter race. Hong Wen actually ran 10.7 seconds. He was faster than Yu Cheng and won the championship, shouted in front of Yu Cheng, and said some nonsense on the field. Lana saw that Yu Cheng was wronged and immediately reported that Hong Wen had used steroids. But unfortunately, she was only an assistant coach and she didn't even have the right to report it. At this time, Wu Zhe stood up to help Lana denounce Hong Wen. That night, Yu Cheng was in a very bad mood. Shi Li was a little worried, so he called Wu Zhe and Lana to ask about it. The three of them were at the dormitory together, and only after they confirmed with Shi Li that Yu Cheng was fine did they breathe a sigh of relief. The next day, Yu Cheng did not come to the training camp. Lana ran to talk to him. Yu Cheng's tone was full of blame because he thought that if she no longer needed and trusted him, his performance would obviously not improve. Lana thought about the drug test results, so she could not pay attention to Ming Jie's words. He told Lana to go get some more sandbags, but she only focused on her phone and returned empty-handed. Mao Mao was especially concerned about Yu Cheng, so he immediately went to ask the coach about his situation. Of course, neither Wu Zhe nor Lana wanted to talk. Mao Mao did not understand what the two were thinking. He wanted to ask again, but was stopped by Lu Shan. Mao Mao then called Yu Cheng. Yu Cheng opened his phone and saw that it was Mao Mao. He was so disappointed that he put the phone back in without even looking at it. Shi Yin could see that Yu Cheng had been in a bad mood recently. She thought that it was because of the match just now that made him unhappy. However, Yu Cheng was not the type to give up because of frustration. She guessed that it was because of Lana. Yu Cheng's words interrupted her next words. Lana was very curious to know the results of Hong Wen's drug test. Just as she was talking to Wu Zhe, the phone rang. It was the phone from the testing center. The final results came out. Hong Wen had indeed used stimulants. Lana was so happy that she decided to go and inform Yu Cheng of this. She also asked Wu Zhe to tell Qi Lin. Wu Zhe said that she was Yu Cheng's greatest savior. Lana was in a good mood, so she pretended to be polite to Wu Zhe. She even invited him to dinner unconditionally. Later, at the restaurant, Wu Zhe happened to see Yu Cheng. Wu Zhe immediately told Yu Cheng that the competition results had been changed. However, emphasized that with Yu Cheng's current attitude, he did not deserve to be the champion. After saying that, Wu Zhe left to buy something. Yu Cheng suddenly became clear-headed. He chased after Wu Zhe to ask why the competition results had changed. Wu Zhe then recounted all the things that Lana had done for him. Only then did Yu Cheng understand. He quickly ran to find Lana. He asked Lana if she wanted him to continue practicing sports. Lana said that the homeroom teacher came to her. The teacher said that he did not want Yu Cheng to spend time on training anymore because it would negatively affect his performance in other subjects. Yu Cheng was only concerned about whether Lana wanted him to practice sports or not. Lana calmly said that his life was up to him and she could not control it either. Yu Cheng thought that Lana was very disappointed in him, but Lana denied it. She just felt that Yu Cheng was no longer the same as before. Heartbroken, he continued drinking with his classmates. When he was drunk, he stood up to leave, but he asked his classmates not to follow him. Shi Li was very worried, so he followed Yu Cheng. Everyone was shocked to see him standing outside the bridge railing. They hoped that he wouldn't do anything harmful to himself. However, Yu Cheng was so drunk that he couldn't stand and fell into the deep water. As he sank into the water, many images suddenly appeared in his mind. He suddenly regained consciousness and immediately swam to shore. His roommates were so scared that they called the police. They searched the river for a long time, but couldn't find him. They all thought that Yu Cheng had disappeared. They immediately called Lana to tell her the sad news. But at that time, Yu Cheng had already met Lana and was now sleeping soundly in her dormitory. The three friends stopped worrying when they saw that Yu Cheng was still safe. They originally wanted to carry Yu Cheng back, but Lana said that he could sleep here. She herself had no problem sleeping on the sofa. After they left, Yu Cheng took his medicine and continued to sleep. Lana watched him sleep. The next morning, when the sun was high in the sky, Yu Cheng got up early and sat watching Lana sleep. Her hand fell down, down, and Yu Chang quietly touched her finger. He felt that Lana's sleeping face was extremely beautiful. He could not help but lean in close to look at her. Lana was sleeping and did not know anything. Yu Chang specially went to buy breakfast for his roommates and sincerely apologized to himself. He planned to continue practicing sports, but he would not let his studies be affected anymore. Yu Chang then changed his clothes and ran to greet Lana. He shyly asked her if he had done anything too outrageous when he was drunk last night. Lana admitted that he had done nothing but hold her hand. Then he cried and begged for forgiveness and took her bed. Yu Chang finally felt relieved. He bent 90 degrees and thanked her sincerely. Then he followed Lana back to the track and field team for practice. Lu Shan and Mao Mao were talking about someone jumping into the river last night. Lana added a few sarcastic words while deliberately looking at Yu Chang. After hearing this, he was extremely embarrassed. Fortunately, they didn't know that it was Yu Chang who had jumped into the river. Lu Shan took the initiative to care for Yu Chang, and Yu Chang took the initiative to apologize. Mao Mao simply said that it was all strange. One took the initiative to care, but the other took the initiative to apologize. The school was closed soon after. Yu Chang stayed behind to practice more. By the way, he also moved the cactus that Shi Li had taken care of to the high jump team's dormitory. When Lu Shan saw Yu Chang, he was still sarcastic, saying that Yu Chang was completely unsuitable. When Mao Mao saw Yu Chang return, he was so happy that he jumped up and hugged Yu Chang. Actually, Yu Chang did not hate Mao Mao. He even promised to take Mao Mao to get a haircut. He was like taking care of his own brother. Then Lana asked Yu Chang to try shot put, discus throw, and javelin throw. She also recorded the videos and sent them to Coach Yang Jin. After watching the videos, Coach Yang Jin promised to guide Yu Chang, and he also went to Hunan University next week. When Yu Chang saw that he was on the honor roll, he immediately remembered Wu Zhe's words. It turned out that Lana had done a lot for him. At this time, Lana and Wu Zhe walked over. She had something to say to Yu Chang. He directly pulled her to the other side where Wu Zhe was not present. Lana hoped that Yu Chang could practice well. She had also invited a senior coach for him. Yu Chang was very touched that he could continue to practice high jump. Mao Mao, Yu Chang and Lu Shan went out to eat. Lu Shan said that Yu Chang was favored by Coach Lana because he had never seen Lana treat any athlete so well before. Hearing this, Yu Chang couldn't help but smile. It was a smile of pride and happiness. The next day, Lana took Yu Chang to the bookstore and bought a lot of books. She wanted Yu Chang to supplement his theoretical knowledge. Coach Yang Jin paid great attention to the combination of study and practice. After all, Yu Chang was the person she had introduced, and she couldn't let him ruin her reputation. Yu Chang was still asking Lana about what Lu Shan had said yesterday. Lana admitted that she had given Yu Chang preferential treatment, but if he didn't practice well, she would punish him later. After saying that, she smashed a book on Yu Chang's head. Coach Chi Lin and Yang Jin were good friends. After drinking some wine, the two hugged each other very intimately. Then they decided to go see Yu Chang. Lana and Wu Zhe also followed Chi Lin and Yang Jin to the high jump team's dormitory. As a result, the three coaches fell asleep in the dormitory. Yu Chang sent Lana back and told her not to worry. The next day, Yu Chang went to practice with Yang Jin. Yang Jin gave him some knowledge, and he gave Yu Chang 3 days to practice. This opportunity did not come easily, so Yu Chang practiced very hard. He read books and exercised every day. When Lana saw him reading under a tree, she went over to talk to him for a bit. Yu Chang said that it was almost lunchtime, so he invited her to sit down with him. Then he continued reading his book, and Lana fell asleep next to him. Finally, Yu Chang could not help but lean over and lightly kiss Lana's lips. Lana's eyes suddenly opened, and Yu Chang was so embarrassed that he quickly ran away. Then he turned back to get his books and continued running away. Yu Chang's kiss made Lana think about it endlessly. After Lana returned to the office, Wu Zhe came to give her Yu Chang's physical examination report. Lana was so confused that she did not know where her cell phone was. It turned out that Yang Jin had called her to the gym. He announced that the provincial team would be training for athletes next week, and Yang Jin wanted to enroll Yu Chang. Although Yu Chang had just changed his subject, he had a high opinion of Yu Chang. If he practiced well, it would not be difficult to get a score of 6,600. With his level, he could do well in the competition. Lana felt that her expectations for Yu Chang were very high, so naturally, she had no objections to letting him go for training. After speaking, Lana ran out of the gym. Yu Chang wanted to chase after her, but Lu Shan and Mao Mao dragged him out to eat. Yu Chang sent a message to Lana saying that he would go to the provincial team for training, but she coldly replied that she knew. 2 days later, Yu Chang and Yang Jin got on the bus to the provincial team. Yu Chang didn't see Lana come to say goodbye, so he felt a little disappointed. He always felt that Lana was deliberately avoiding him. After Yu Chang left, Lana was still in a state of confusion. She asked Wu Zhe question, and Wu Zhe immediately knew that something was definitely going on between her and Yu Cheng. However, he also honestly expressed his opinion that if the female coach also liked the athlete, then it was a good thing, but if she didn't like it, then she could ignore it and pretend it was nothing. The announcement about the athletes going to training was broadcast from the loudspeaker above. Qilin had a lot of recruitment work, so he asked Lana to take the other athletes to the training center on his behalf. At first, Lana didn't want to go, but then she suddenly changed her mind and pulled Wu Zhe along. Yu Cheng wanted to send a message to La, but hesitated for a long time. Then he decided to delete the message. Yang Jin knew that he was not in the mood to practice, so he told him that Lana and Wu Zhe had brought other athletes over, and he could come over to have lunch with them later. Lana met an athlete named Zhang Ba. They talked about Hongwen together. After he was caught using stimulants and was expelled from the school, no one knew where he was now. Lana did not see Yu Cheng in the dormitory, so she mustered up the courage to go to the training ground to look for him. Unexpectedly, Yu Cheng said that him kissing her on the lips was just a small matter, and Lana immediately taught him a lesson. Lana would not lie. Yu Cheng knew why she was angry and why she ignored him. Thinking of this, he couldn't help but smile. However, he also apologized to Lana and said that he liked her. Before he could finish speaking, Lana interrupted him. She said that she would consider this a childish and thoughtless act because of hormonal imbalance. He had those thoughts on the spur of the moment. But Yu Cheng knew that he didn't have a whim. Lana had left without listening to his explanation. That night, Yu Cheng couldn't sleep, so he deliberately woke Mao Mao up to ask a few questions. The next day, Lana and Wu Zhe were about to return, so Yu Cheng immediately got dressed and went to see them off. Dahe went aside alone to talk to Lana. She planned to retire from competition after the National University Sports Festival ended, and then she would rent a store behind the school to start a business. Yu Cheng stood there waiting for them to finish talking. Wu Zhe said that he knew what Yu Cheng was hiding. After the other two finished talking, Yu Cheng pulled Lana to a secluded place. She told Yu Cheng to practice hard and not to think about unnecessary things. Yu Cheng didn't say anything more. He just promised that he would definitely get a spot in the upcoming national competition. In the car, Lana and Wu Zhe talked about Jiang Tian dating Dai Yu. He and the two of them planning to open a shop near the school. She also knew that the rent was not cheap, and the two of them were not in a good financial situation. She knew that Wu Zhe had a friend who did interior design, so she wanted to ask him for help. However, Wu Zhe advised her to take care of her own graduation before worrying about other people's. But he also knew that no matter how much this girl advised him, it would be useless. In the afternoon, Wu Zhe asked Lana to go home to visit family. Lana went with Wu Zhe to meet Coach Bo, who was not Wu Zhe's biological father, but he had always treated Wu Zhe as his own son. Coach Bo lay on the rocking chair, not responding to anything. Lana said, 2 years ago, he was still in good condition, but now the situation was getting worse. The doctor had no choice but to let the patient live in a good environment so that the tumor would deteriorate more slowly. Wu Zhe told Lana something that no one knew. He had used to live with his grandmother, and after his grandmother had passed away, Coach Bo had brought him there. He had taken him to practice sports, then had sent him to school, and he had even got into university. Later, the national team had come to recruit people and had recommended Wu Zhe, but Coach Bo had not come to see him off at that time. Wu Zhe had later found out that Coach Bo had had a brain aneurysm and that he had been at risk of a brain hemorrhage at any time. The surgery had cost more than 100,000 yuan, which had been a bit expensive, but if all the money had been collected, it would have been enough. The surgery time had been decided, and everything had been ready for him to have the surgery. But then he found out that Wu Zhe had hit the referee during the match. Coach Bo had been afraid that he would be expelled, so he had taken him to apologize. But the other person had asked for 100,000 yuan in compensation as soon as he had opened his mouth, and Coach Bo had personally given them the money for the surgery. He had then suffered a brain hemorrhage and had become the way he was. After listening to the two people's conversation, Coach Bo grabbed Lana's hand. It was obvious that he had reacted to what they said. Lana did not expect that Wu Zhe had hidden this for so long. Later, Lana talked to Jiang Tian, and Yu Cheng on the other side was also talking to Dahe. Jiang Tian was surprised to know that Dahe had given up her life as an athlete. After all, she was capable and could have entered the national team. Dahe was also worried that if Jiang Tian knew about her giving up, he might break up with her because of this. Yu Cheng emotionally said that if it was Jiang Tian, he would not break up with her. Compromising with each other is love. Supporting each other's dreams is also a way to express love. Wu Zhe walked over. Jiang Tian was a little scared, so he quickly left. Yu Cheng sent a message to Lana, and Wu Zhe saw that Lana was smiling. He guessed that she was reading Yu Cheng's message, and she did not hide it. Soon after, the athletes got back in the mood to prepare for the competition, and Lana promised to go see Yu Cheng, but Mao Mao had disappeared that day. Yu Cheng called Mao Mao, but on the other end of the line, Mao Mao said a few hasty words and hung up. In desperation, Yu Cheng decided to stay and pick up Mao Mao first, and then take the earliest flight tomorrow to meet the team again. After Coach Bo's relapse, Lana immediately went to the hospital with Wu Zhe. As soon as she heard the news from the doctor, Wu Zhe sat down in disappointment. As soon as he heard the news, Yu Cheng spent a lot of effort to finally reach Mao Mao's house. After Yu Cheng advised and reprimanded him, Mao Mao finally agreed to return to continue the competition. Yu Cheng then called Lana, but she was busy at the time and couldn't answer the phone. Early the next morning, Lana received another call, saying that Coach Bo had passed away and was temporarily taken to the morgue. Lana held the death certificate in her hand and called Yu Cheng to tell him to do well. She didn't tell the others anything else. The first day of the competition was also the day Coach Bo passed away. Lana went to help Wu Zhe with the funeral and didn't care about watching the being a match. Yu Cheng asked Da He to record the video. After finishing all the competition categories, he fell to the ground exhausted. The big screen displayed the rankings. Yu Cheng had excellently won 7th place in the country. He had only changed his major for 2 months, but had already scored more than 6,300 points. This was really not easy. Da He praised Yu Cheng, but he was very modest. That modesty attracted Li Chu's cold words. Wu Zhe packed up Coach Bo's things. When he saw the photo of himself and his teacher, he cried like a child. Lana hugged him and comforted him. Wu Zhe raised his face and looked into Lana's eyes. He suddenly wanted to kiss her lips, but Lana turned away and refused. Wu Zhe stopped his actions and thoughts. He said a word and went out. Yu Cheng sent Lana a selfie of himself. She immediately enlarged it and looked at it and smiled happily. After a while, she suddenly came to her senses. Then she told the teddy bear that she couldn't break the rules just because someone was young and handsome. Lana wanted to hypnotize herself so that she wouldn't like Yu Cheng anymore. But no matter what the reason was, she didn't think it was reasonable. Yu Cheng called Lana. His match had already ended, and he was at the airport. He would be back at school in 3 hours. Lana then saw Yu Cheng right in front of her. He lied and said that he had sneaked back, making Lana worried. Yu Cheng finally admitted that he had asked for leave before boarding the plane and that he was hungry afterwards. Lana then took him to Jiang Tian's noodle shop. This time, when Yu Cheng returned, he brought her a gift. The video in the camera was a unique gift. Yu Cheng felt that Lana would want to watch his video when she had free time. While eating the noodles, he asked why she didn't come to watch him play. Before she could answer, a phone call came in, so she had to go out. After Lana answered the phone, Jiang Tian came to tell Yu Cheng that Wu Zhe and Lana had been dating for a long time, and he reminded Yu Cheng to stop flirting with her. Yu Cheng naturally didn't believe it. Even if they held hands, he still didn't believe that they loved each other. On the way back, Yu Cheng still dared to tell Lana that if she and Wu Zhe didn't love each other, he would pursue her. But if they were really dating, he wouldn't mind stealing her away from Wu Zhe. That night, Lana sat watching Yu Cheng's competition video. She couldn't help but smile. Mao Mao Chi was indeed a talented athlete in the high jump world. He was a very outstanding contestant in the provincial sports meet and was even selected for the national team. Ming Jie reminded Mao Mao to train well. He then hugged Mao Mao and said goodbye in tears. Mao Mao was very reluctant to leave Lana and Yu Cheng. The young man immediately hugged Coach Lana. Yu Cheng realized that he could indirectly hug Lana, so he hugged them together and took the opportunity to hold her hands. Lana made a great contribution to the sports meet this time, while Wu Zhe's sprint team was heavily criticized by Qi Lin. Huang Lin was injured before the competition. Everyone on the high jump team invited Mao Mao to eat noodles to support Jiang Tian's restaurant. Coincidentally, Hong Wen also brought a few people along that day. After Lana entered, Hong Wen's group, who were sitting opposite, deliberately caused trouble. Jiang Qian refused to let them humiliate Da He, so he stepped forward to beat them up. The two sides rushed to fight. Lana tried to convince them to stop. Hong Wen picked up a bottle of wine and was about to hit her. Yu Cheng immediately ran over and grabbed the bottle of wine and beat Hong Wen up. Da He picked up the phone and called the police. Hong Wen and his thug friends ran away. Yu Cheng quickly chased after them and caught one of the thugs. Wu Zhe then caught Hong Wen. Da He took Jiang Tian, who was bleeding from the head, to the hospital. Yu Cheng also went to the hospital to see Lana. She couldn't help but scold Yu Cheng, but he simply thought that he had been protecting her. Even if his sports career was ruined, it was worth it. Hong Wen then insisted that they had not done anything and had been beaten first. Wu Zhe immediately showed the evidence recorded on the phone and invited the other party to go to the police station or pay compensation for the damage. The compensation cost was about 30 30,000 yuan. The thug who was arrested with Hong Wen then spoke up. Li Gei said that he had no money, but he had a head. He pointed to his head and said that they could do whatever they wanted. Wu Zhe then told Yu Cheng and Li Gei to go out. Wu Zhe told Li Gei and Yu Cheng to race 100 meters against each other. If Li Gei could beat Yu Cheng, Wu Zhe would help him pay off the compensation, but if he couldn't win, he would have to listen to all of Wu Zhe's arrangements. Lana saw Li Gei's figure and physical strength and immediately knew that Wu Zhe really liked this young man. She was curious to see how he could run 100 meters. Yu Cheng was jealous when he saw Lana's expression, so he urged Li Jie to quickly get on the track. At the same time, Yu Cheng also made Lana promise him one condition, otherwise he would not race with Li Jie. Under such pressure, Lana could only nod in agreement. The first time Li Jie lost, he did not accept this result, so he asked for a rematch, but after running 10 rounds, he still lost. In the end, Li Jie was so exhausted that he could not lift his legs anymore, while Yu Cheng still had enough energy to continue running. Qilin then told Wu Zhe and Lana that they should avoid fierce fights like yesterday in the future, especially Yu Cheng. He had been improving very quickly recently, and according to Qilin, Yu Cheng was the most promising athlete in the group. He had the potential to make it to the national team. Qilin told Wu Zhe to go out first so he could talk to Lana privately. He hoped that Lana would pay more attention to Yu Cheng, and she needed to persuade his family to allow him to participate in the National Athletics Championship. At the same time, he also needed to attend the school's private training course. Lana reluctantly nodded in agreement. On the other hand, the teacher in the department persuaded Yu Cheng to give up physical education and focus on his professional studies. Yu Cheng explained his reasons. Leaving the teacher speechless, Lana asked Yu Cheng to go out, but he took her to the beach instead. Lana said that there would be no result between them. Yu Cheng stubbornly asked for the reason, but Lana remained silent. Yu Cheng became even more stubborn, so Lana had to lie that she had a boyfriend, and that person was none other than Wu Zhe. Yu Cheng still did not believe it. He wanted to open his phone to call Wu Zhe to check. When Lana grabbed his cell phone, she realized that she had been tricked. Yu Cheng did not have Wu Zhe's phone number. He asked her who she liked more, and Lana said Wu Zhe without hesitation, but Yu Cheng couldn't believe it. He looked into her eyes and knew she was lying. Lana suddenly didn't dare to look him in the eye. Then she got angry for no reason and left. Yu Cheng hesitated for a moment and then resolutely stood up to chase after Lana, but he saw that she had already gotten on the bus and ignored him. He quickly ran to the next bus stop. He got on the bus and asked her why she ran away. Lana found a very unreasonable reason. Anyone who heard it knew she was lying, but Yu Cheng couldn't argue with Lana. Of course, he had to listen to her and stay away from her. Then, Yu Cheng told Qilin that his parents did not allow him to attend the school training course, so Qilin asked Lana to go home with Yu Cheng during the new year so that she could take the opportunity to persuade Yu Cheng's parents. Lana reluctantly obeyed. After reading the message from Yu Cheng, she still had to agree with Qilin. Yu Cheng went to the dormitory to find Lana. She quickly cleaned up the messy room, but unexpectedly, her underwear fell to the ground when Yu Cheng entered. Lana quickly hid the shirt inside. Yu Cheng came today because he would go back to his hometown with her to see his parents. Hearing that, Lana was startled and nervous. She imagined going to see her in-laws. Yu Cheng also smiled because he knew she was embarrassed with the thoughts in her head. Then, the two discussed what to buy for Yu Cheng's parents, but because Yu Cheng kept talking nonsense, Lana pulled him out. Meanwhile, the bra she was hiding had fallen off. The two of them were silent for a long time. Yu Cheng shyly covered his eyes and walked outside, while Lana was once again so embarrassed that her face turned red. On this side, Wu Zhe and Qilin were eating and talking, and Qilin finally agreed to let Li Jie join Wu Zhe's sprint team, but on the condition that Wu Zhe had to write a letter of guarantee. When Li Jie knew that he would be joining the track team, he didn't say anything. Wu Zhe then gently mentioned the payment receipt and asked the young man to return the money, and then Li Jie could do whatever he wanted. Li Jie didn't have any money, so he asked Wu Zhe to give him half a year to save up the money. Wu Zhe used sarcasm to make Li Jie want to join the track team. Then Lana and Wu Zhe went to eat crayfish together. Yu Cheng accidentally saw them and looked at them with resentment. Then he left alone, and Lana breathed a sigh of relief. Later, Yu Cheng sent her a message, and it turned out that she really had an appointment, but she would rather lie to him. Then Lana went boating with Yu Cheng, but she found that her ID card was lost, so she had to go back to the restaurant to look for it. Na urged Yu Cheng to get on the boat quickly, and she walked forward. Suddenly, her hair tie fell off. Yu Cheng saw her beautiful figure from behind and told her that she would definitely like the sea in his hometown. At night, Lana and Yu Cheng returned to his home, but his parents were not there. Lana felt hungry, so Yu Cheng cooked noodles for her. Yu Cheng then took her to his room room for a tour. Tonight, he would clean Lana's room. Perhaps this was the first time the two of them had lived together in the same house, so they were both a little embarrassed. But fortunately, the night passed quickly. The next day, when Lana woke up, Yu Chang had already prepared breakfast for her. He also prepared a hand-drawn itinerary for the island tour, and Yu Chang was waiting for her at the end of the road. Lana jumped on her bike and started exploring the island. Then she followed the directions to the place Yu Chang marked on the painting. As soon as she arrived, she saw him emerging from the sea wearing a diving suit. He had his back to the light and exuded the beauty of Yu. Yu Chang came ashore, holding something tightly in his hand. He then asked Lana to guess which side it was on. Lana opened her right hand. It turned out to be a beautiful pink pearl shining in the sunlight. Lana held the pearl and couldn't help but smile. Yu Chang looked at her, his emotions overflowing, making him unable to help but steal a kiss from her. Lana was surprised but didn't resist, accepting it, and Yu Chang took the opportunity to give her a passionate kiss. Lana then regretted it. She left in a huff and a blush. Meanwhile, Yu Chang felt that it wasn't a big deal for an athlete to love a coach. Yu Chang got food for Lana. Lana finally admitted that she liked him, just like how he liked her. Lana wasn't an emotionless machine. Since they had kissed, they would simply be together, but she had one condition. Yu Chang liked her very much, so he agreed to everything. Lana said that if she felt that their relationship was affecting Yu Chang's development, they would break up. She would also leave this school after graduating from graduate school. Just as she finished speaking, Yu Chang's parents returned. Yu Chang's father's name was Duan Tao, and his mother's name was Jia Qi. The mother had met Lana before, so she was very familiar with her, and she said that she considered Lana as her own sister. The two sat down, shook hands, and talked. Lana thought that Yu Chang was very talented in sports. If he wanted to develop in this field, he might have to take a long break from school, but the school would reserve his academic results for him. Jia Qi didn't want her son to practice sports because his cultural results were also very good. Although Duan Tao was busy in the kitchen, he also wanted to say a few words to support his son's passion. In the end, his wife still found an excuse to chase him away. After that, Jia Qi took Lana out for a walk. In particular, she didn't let Yu Chang go with her. Jia Qi suddenly told Lana about her son's childhood. After that, the two of them walked around here and there, and then came back for dinner. Duan Tao turned out to be a very good cook. They ate happily together. After eating and drinking, Yu Chang pulled Lana out and said that he wanted to go jogging. The two of them walked on the beach and talked together. Actually, Yu Chang didn't know when he had fallen in love with Lana, but as long as she was by his side, he was really happy, so Yu Chang always wanted to get her attention. The trip to the island finally ended. The next day, Lana hurriedly took the earliest boat to depart. Yu Chang reluctantly took her on board. After the boat left the dock, Yu Chang immediately ran after her and shouted out his love words to Lana. Lana was equally moved when she heard it. After sending Lana off, Yu Chang returned home. His parents were waiting there with serious expressions. They had long since discovered that something was wrong between Yu Chang and Lana. Yu Chang did not hide it either. He frankly said that the relationship between him and her was serious. Jia Qi was extremely angry. She did not approve of Yu Chang and Lana's relationship, mainly because of the large age gap between the two. But Duan Tao didn't want his son to break up with Lana. His attitude was completely different from his wife's. Yu Chang also added that if his mother came to find Lana because of this, he would definitely not talk to his mother anymore. Duan Tao thought that his son was already grown up and had his own thoughts, so they didn't need to interfere much. As soon as Lana returned to school, she saw Wu Zhe walking by in a bored mood. Lana chased after him and found out that Li Jie had escaped from the training camp. This made Wu Zhe very upset. He was trying to find a way to bring his student back, but Lana was worried that his appearance would cause trouble, so she went with him to find Li Jie. They later found Li Jie at an internet cafe. Wu Zhe wanted to go forward and arrest the person, but was stopped by Lana. The game that Li Jie was playing was exactly Wu Zhe's forte, so Lana convinced him to challenge Li Jie and make Li Jie lose. As expected, Li Jie lost several rounds in a row. After that, Li Jie stood up and saw Wu Zhe and Lana sitting on the opposite side. Seeing this, Li Jie immediately ran away. But how could he escape his coach? Wu Zhe didn't want to hit his student at all, but who knew that Li Jie was very rude? Wu Zhe had no choice but to restrain and tie up his student. When Lana chased after him, she saw Li Jie lying obediently on the ground. On the way back to school, Li Jie kept mocking Wu Zhe. Wu Zhe couldn't stand it anymore. He was angry, stopped the car, took off his seatbelt, and walked back. Lana then planned to take Li Jie back to school, but Li Jie was at the age of rebellion, so he didn't listen. He also didn't care about what Lana said. After Lana returned to the dormitory, Yu Chang was still at home, and he finally contacted her. Yu Chang thought that she had forgotten about this boyfriend because he couldn't contact her, so he packed up his things and went back to school to find her. Finally, under Lana's persuasion, he gave up the idea of returning to school early. On New Year's Eve, Wooze and Lana ate hot pot together at a restaurant. Suddenly, Wooze received a call from Qilin. Qilin told them to send their best wishes to the team members for the Lunar New Year. Although Qilin didn't say who it was, the person he was talking about was definitely Li Jie. Soon after, Lana and Wooze took Li Jie out to buy some wine, and they ate and drank together to celebrate the new year. Yu Cheng sent a photo of himself to Lana. When she saw her lover's face, she couldn't help but smile. Then the two quickly connected the phone and talked to each other. She was currently outside the convenience store, so it was a bit noisy. They talked to each other very happily. Wooze stood behind and watched with regret. After a while, Yu Cheng called again on video. He showed her his unique fireworks display on the beach. This made Lana very touched. After winter break, Nanhu University opened a new semester. As soon as Yu Cheng returned to school, he saw Li Jie treating Lana very badly. He immediately stepped forward to protect her. After Yu Cheng was dragged away by Lana, Li Jie also left. Lana called Yu Cheng aside. Lana asked Yu Cheng about his health, and he gave her a gift bag and a love letter. Lana asked Yu Cheng to focus on training and not think about useless things. He was a little upset because he felt that she treated him very differently from when he was on the island. While Yu Cheng was running, Lana took out the love letter he wrote to her. The more she read, the more touched she became, and finally her emotions overflowed, causing her to cry. Li Jie guessed that Yu Cheng and Lana were in love. He often talked about this, which annoyed Yu Cheng. Li Jie said that he didn't care about Yu Cheng at first, but now they could become good friends. Li Jie added that on New Year's Eve, Lana and Wooze talked until midnight. Yu Cheng didn't believe it and didn't want to form an alliance with Li Jie. He advised Li Jie not to intentionally separate others because it wouldn't have a good result. Lana and Wooze then walked into the training ground together and greeted everyone with smiles. Seeing that scene, Yu Cheng immediately felt uncomfortable, but he still rationally hid his emotions. During the meal, Lana sat with Wooze again. Yu Cheng could only sit with Li Jie. Li Jie sat next to him and talked. Only then did Yu Cheng found out that Wooze and Lana lived in the same building, one on the upper floor and one on the lower floor. This made Yu Cheng extremely jealous. When Wooze left, Yu Cheng hurriedly ran to Lana to question her. Lana gave a simple explanation and Yu Cheng reluctantly accepted this reason. Later, Lana and Coach Young Jin were walking together when Yu Cheng suddenly ran over. He stuffed a box of yogurt into Lana's hand and quickly ran away. Lana was a little embarrassed in front of Coach Young Jin and quickly explained that she had asked Yu Cheng to help her make yogurt. Coach Young Jin didn't care much about this matter. He just said that Yu Cheng had the potential to be a professional coach. Qilin then informed the athletes about the discipline and rules during the closed training. He gave them a holiday in the afternoon. Just as Wooze and Lana were sitting at the milk tea shop, they heard from some members that the high jump team and the sprint team were competing in diving at the swimming pool. The two of them immediately ran over. Wooze shouted loudly for the young people to stop, but Li Jie and Yu Cheng jumped in together. Wooze was so angry that he kicked Li Jie into the water again. Back at the dormitory, Yu Cheng sincerely apologized to Lana. At the same time, he tried to comfort her well, but Li Jie was not like that. Li Jie and Wooze felt uncomfortable whenever they saw each other. That night, Li Jie did not return to the dormitory, but slept on the high jump mat. The next day, Li Jie caught a cold. Wooze, as the coach, took good care of Li Jie. Seeing this, Yu Cheng pretended to be sick himself. Then Lana told him to wait for her in the dormitory, and she would bring him medicine. The two then talked about Li Chu, and Lana said that the rate of female athletes winning gold medals was higher than that of male athletes. Yu Cheng stubbornly wanted to defend the boys' team, but he couldn't say anything convincing. His appearance made Lana laugh happily. Lana handed towels to the team members who were practicing. Yu Cheng wanted to go to the dormitory to cook dumplings. When Li Jie heard this, he immediately incited the other students to go to Lana's dormitory to cook dumplings. Yu Cheng immediately told the coach that he needed to rest. Then he whispered to Lana that he would make an appointment with her another time. That night, Lana cooked a lot of dumplings for everyone. Lushan hurriedly ran to Huang Lin's dormitory to eat the dumplings. At this time, only Lana and Yu Cheng were left in the room. Lana specially made seafood dumplings for Yu Cheng. The two of them fed each other affectionately. Early in the morning, Lana was awakened by a loud noise. It turned out that Wooze was forcing Li Jie to take medicine. Wooze was kicked hard by Li Jie and injured his waist. Lana took him to her dormitory to apply medicine. Before leaving, Wooze carefully locked the door. Wooze also knew that Lana and Yu Cheng were dating. He had no opinion, as long as she was happy. Meanwhile, Li Jie could not open the main door, so he decided to jump out the window and climb up the water pipe. Wooze sighed and said that Li Jie was truly the retribution of his life. That night, Lana had dinner with Yu Cheng. She said that the relationship between Li Jie and Wu Zhe lacked a connection. If only everyone was as obedient as Yu Cheng, it would be great. Li Jie was imprisoned for 10 days and was finally released for half a day. Wu Zhe was worried that Li Jie would cause trouble if he went out, so he did not allow Li Jie to go out. Li Jie refused to sit still, so Noona had to give him two choices. One was to go out with the coach, the other was to go out with another athlete. In the end, Li Jie chose to go out with Yu Cheng and Lu Shan. The three of them walked along a beach and saw a nearby rental car. A few young men asked about the rental price, but the owner didn't say anything and just held up his hand with 5 fingers spread out. Li Jie looked at the owner's hand and thought that the rental fee was 50 yuan, so he asked Yu Cheng to borrow some money. The three of them drove around the beach happily. After 20 minutes, the three of them returned the car. The owner, seeing that they were young, quoted a rental fee of 500 yuan. The total cost was 1,500 yuan for the three of them. Yu Cheng didn't want to cause trouble, so he planned to scan the code to transfer money. But Li Jie refused to give up. He jumped into a fight with the other party. This shop owner was not the type to be bullied easily. He quickly called his gang over. Yu Cheng and Lu Shan finally took Li Jie away, but before they could go far, the other side's men drove over on a motorbike. Yu Cheng knew that he couldn't escape this, so he told Lu Shan to leave first and called Wu Zhe. After that, the two of them ran as fast as they could to escape, but in the end, they were still caught by the gangsters. The two of them were pressed down on the sand and were asked for 50,000 yuan in compensation. Even so, Li Jie was still fearless, so the gangster leader slapped him a few times. Wu Zhe received a call from Lu Shan. He lied to Noona that he had to go and greet a new friend who had come to visit. When Wu Zhe arrived, the other party continued to demand 50,000 yuan, but of course Wu Zhe could not find such a large sum of money. Even so, he took out his wallet and handed it to the shop owner, but the other party still refused to give in. Wu Zhe immediately found 2 empty beer bottles on the sand. Then he hit himself on the head, causing blood to flow down. The other party was frightened when he saw this and let the matter go. Thus, Wu Zhe was able to bring Yu Cheng and Li Jie back safely. Yu Cheng then took Lu Shan back to school, and then Yu Cheng and Li Jie took Wu Zhe to the hospital for a checkup. After Wu Zhe was bandaged, the doctor said that the wound was not too serious, so they could go home with peace of mind. Wu Zhe suddenly called Yu Cheng over and told him not to disappoint Noona. After that incident, Li Jie suddenly changed his attitude. He took the initiative to promise Wu Zhe that he would definitely win the championship. Yu Cheng also thought a little about Wu Zhe's words. He seriously told Noona that he wanted to win the championship. Not only that, he also wanted to become the world champion. After that, Li Jie started to cooperate with Yu Cheng to train. Noona saw the wound on Wu Zhe's head. Then she saw that Li Jie also had a wound on his face, so she guessed that the two of them had fought. Wu Zhe did not explain and let her think like that. There were some things that were better not to let her know. After hard training, Yu Cheng achieved a result of 7,100 points, and he was given a rare 2 days off. Yu Cheng wanted to be encouraged and rewarded, so he asked Noona out to play. He had prepared for this trip very carefully. He even read all of her social media before the date and wrote down everything she liked, because he didn't want to waste any time with his lover. The two of them went to eat at a restaurant with a wonderful atmosphere. After eating, they also spent a romantic night in a 5-star hotel. The next day, when Noona woke up first and went to the balcony to get some fresh air, Yu Cheng was still sleeping soundly on the bed. After an unknown amount of time, when Noona turned around, she saw that Yu Cheng had already prepared breakfast. She felt extremely happy. The relationship between the two of them grew more and more. They were like a newlywed couple. The atmosphere also became sweet. On this side, Qilin received a message from Yu Cheng's mother, asking how he wanted to resolve the relationship between Noona and Yu Cheng. Qilin couldn't find Noona and Yu Cheng, so he went straight to Wu Zhe and forced him to tell him where they were. Wu Zhe didn't say anything and just ran away quickly. Li Jie knew what happened and told Wu Zhe that he was no worse than Yu Cheng. If Qilin was so stubborn about separating Noona and Yu Cheng, then he should go ahead and snatch her away. Otherwise, Wu Zhe would no longer have any chance to pursue her. Although Wu Zhe wasn't good at expressing his feelings before, he had always respected Noona and didn't want to pursue her this way. Noona and Yu Cheng then returned to school. Wu Zhe told Noona that Qilin already knew about her relationship with Yu Cheng. Even so, Noona Lana still felt that she could convince Qilin as long as she persisted in convincing him. Liu Shan also found out that Lana and Yu Cheng were in love. He thought that Yu Cheng was actually good because he had won over Lana without anyone knowing. Yu Cheng saw the English book in Liu Shan's hand and was curious. It turned out that Liu Shan's training results were not very good, so he decided to study for a graduate school exam. Qilin then called Lana to his office to talk. He didn't really object to the two of them being in love, but the national team really liked Yu Cheng, so he couldn't lose focus at this time. Qilin asked Lana to solve this problem. Lana said that if Yu Cheng couldn't break through the 7,400 mark in the competition within 10 days, she would break up with Yu Cheng, and she would also finish her thesis and leave school right after graduation. Lana then felt a little regretful. She should have only reported 7,300 points, but since she had already said it, now she could only hope that Yu Cheng could get 7,400 points. Yu Cheng was already waiting for her outside the training ground. Lana ordered Yu Cheng not to forget about competition training, and then they made an appointment to go out to eat. Lana also asked Coach Yang Jin for his opinion. He thought that Yu Cheng could get 7,200 points in the upcoming competition. Hearing this, Lana felt even more regretful. She immediately called Qilin to see if she could reduce the score from 7,400 to 7,200. Qilin felt it was funny. He told her to think of a now excuse to explain to Yu Cheng's parents. Yu Cheng thought of creating a distance between himself and the others in the high jump, but this was completely counterproductive. Because of the failed jump, Yu Cheng could not control his temper and took it out on Lana. But Lana was not angry at all. Instead, she hugged and comforted him. She then specially invited him to her dormitory that night and would give him more guidance on the high jump. The remaining 10 days of preparation passed quickly, and the day of the National Track and Field Championship was approaching. The competition was held in Jiangzhou. Lana went to Jiangzhou with Wu Zhe and Li Ge. Yu Cheng and Yang Jin had been staying there for a while. After checking into the hotel, Lana swiped her card to enter the room, and Yu Cheng suddenly appeared to scare her. But Lana was not afraid. After the two of them talked for a while, Yu Cheng obediently returned to his room. The next day, Lana woke up very early and went downstairs to have breakfast. Yu Cheng was having breakfast with Coach Yang Jin. He greeted Lana enthusiastically and took advantage of the moment when Yang Jin was not paying attention to secretly touch Lana's hand, but she pinched him so hard that he cried out in pain. Li Ge had a competition this morning, and he didn't know if it was because he was nervous or not, but he had to go to the bathroom several times. As soon as he sat down to eat breakfast with Wu Zhe and Lana, his stomach made him run to the bathroom again. Lana was worried that Li Ge would go to the bathroom on the field while competing. Hearing this, Wu Zhe stopped eating. The competition was about to start. Yu Cheng stared at his strongest opponent, Li Chu. Zhang Ba said that Li Chu was Coach Kai's nephew. One of the men's individual events was the sprint. The match was followed by a burst of cheers. Yu Cheng and Li Chu reached the finish line at the same speed, but Li Chu had experience and jumped first. Next came the high jump, long jump, and other events. Yu Cheng did very well. In the middle of the race, he temporarily took the lead with a score of 1540. Li Chu was still catching up with Yu Cheng's score easily. Not willing to give up, Yu Cheng was determined to make Li Chu fall behind. Lana was so happy that she almost jumped up. Wu Zhe said that with his current state, Yu Cheng had an 89 to 90% chance of making it to the national team. Next came Yu Cheng's high jump. He jumped 2 meters. The cheers at the scene once again rang out. Lana in the stands was moved to tears. Although he competed well, Yu Cheng was in a bad mood because he did not run well in the final stretch of the 400-meter race. His strong points were all in the first day's competition, but now the gap between him and Li Chu was less than 50 points. Coach Yang Jin was surprised to know that Yu Cheng wanted to win the gold medal. This time, Dahe also came. She talked with Lana in the room that night. She was surprised to know that Lana and Yu Cheng were in love. The next day was the men's sprint, and Li Ge lived up to Wu Zhe's expectations. He won Hunan University's first gold medal with a time of 10:29 seconds. Wu Zhe was so happy that he cried. This was the result of all his hard work and also the reward that Li Ge gave himself. Jia Qi went to the stands and asked Lana to talk to her privately. Yu Cheng saw Lana and his mother walking out of the stands together, so he couldn't help but think and worry. After the javelin throw, Yu Cheng interrupted the conversation between the two, and was then scolded by Lana and forced to return to the competition. Lana followed him out to watch and saw Yu Cheng's javelin throw results on the big screen. She felt that his performance was still relatively good. Because of Lana's requirement to achieve 7,400 points, Yu Cheng had trained very hard for the final run. However, this was not his strong point. To get 7,400 points. Yu Cheng had to run 1,500 m in 4 minutes, but his previous best training result was only 4 minutes and 20 seconds. The final result showed that Yu Cheng's total score was 73.75 points, and he was really upset when he saw that the Brem result was only 25 points short. However, Yang Jin was very satisfied with this result. Yu Cheng did not reveal any mistakes in the interview with the reporter, but he seemed a little absent-minded. Afterwards, Yu Cheng went to see Lana and asked her if they would really break up if he did not get 7,400 points. Of course, Lana admitted that it was the truth, and Yu Cheng guessed that Qilin probably knew about this. However, he was still very excited and couldn't help but kiss Lana. Coach Yang Jin didn't expect to see this scene. He opened his eyes wide because he couldn't believe what he saw. Afterwards, Lana and Yu Cheng were persuaded to break up by Yang Jin and Jiaqi respectively, but neither of them wavered. Yu Cheng's father came here and took his wife back. He told Yu Cheng that if he decided to be with the person he loved, he had to take responsibility for her. As soon as his parents left, Yu Cheng ran to the door of Lana's hotel and asked her if she had given up. Of course, Lana didn't give up, because once she had decided on this relationship, she would definitely take responsibility for it. Just as the two were being affectionate with each other on the bed, Coach Yang Jin knocked on the door and asked if Yu Cheng was there. Lana heard that the national team coach wanted to see Yu Cheng, so she quickly stood up, opened the door, and pushed Yu Cheng out. After Yu Cheng met the national team coach, he immediately returned to Lana's room. As soon as he entered the room, he hugged her and asked for a kiss. Lana pushed him away and asked what the national team coach had asked him. Yu Cheng honestly said that they wanted him to join the team and had personally asked his opinion, but when Yu Cheng knew that he could only bring one coach, he was a little reluctant to participate. Yang Jin was his main coach. If he wanted to bring someone, it could only be Yang Jin. But if that was the case, he would have to have a long-distance relationship with Lana. The more Yu Cheng thought about this, the more uncomfortable he felt. Lana had grown up. She wanted to prioritize Yu Cheng's future, so for her, a long-distance relationship was not a big deal. That night, Yu Cheng packed his things and moved to Lana's room. He told Coach Yang Jin that if anything happened, Yang Jin could call him anytime. Yu Cheng originally had his own intentions when he came here, but when Lana came out of the bathroom in her nightgown, he had already fallen asleep. Today, Yu Cheng must have been very tired after the competition. Lana gently lay down on the bed and slept next to him. The next day, Qilin gave Lana some information and asked her to fill in relevant information about Yu Cheng. During the short interview that Yu Cheng accepted after the competition, the video was posted on social media, but unexpectedly, that interview became very famous. Qili specially showed it to Yu Cheng. Before the results of the competition were out, there were already reporters who wanted to interview him. Lana took Yu Cheng to the training room and reminded him to behave well in front of the reporters. Later, Yu Cheng found out that this was not an interview at all. In fact, they wanted to convince Yu Cheng to find a manager and join their team. Yu Cheng immediately refused. He ran to Lana's side and took her away, because he was going to train with the national team soon and had to be separated from Lana. Yu Cheng was worried that the distance would make their feelings for each other less, so he proposed to Lana from time to time, but she still did not agree. Yu Cheng had no choice but to say that if they did not get married, they would get engaged. But Lana still did not agree and made it clear that it was unreasonable behavior. Li Jie was also selected for the national team, and athletes were allowed to bring a coach. But Wu Zhe did not want to go with Li Jie, so Li Jie once again made trouble and refused to sign the form. Wu Zhe was so helpless that he grabbed Li Jie's collar and wanted to beat and scold Li Jie, but was stopped by Lana. Lana told Wu Zhe to go out first so that she and Yu Cheng could persuade Li Jie. After talking, Li Jie also discovered the reason why Wu Zhe did not want to go with him to the national team. Even though Wu Zhe did it for Li Jie's own benefit, he was still very sad. Even if Li Jie won a gold medal there, if the coach was not Wu Zhe, what would be the point? When the four of them were eating hot pot together, Li Jie suddenly said that he would agree to go to the national team, but he asked if Lana could give Wu Zhe another chance. The other three knew what Li Jie wanted to say, but Lana couldn't answer and found an excuse to change the subject. This time, Yu Cheng and Li Jie were both selected for the national team. Lana told Yu Cheng to go there and train well with Li Jie. Yu Cheng told her that he would take good care of Li Jie. Not long after, Wu Zi and Lana sent the two athletes to the airport. Yu Cheng and Lana reluctantly didn't want to part ways. Wu Zhe immediately avoided and stood to the side. After that, Wu Zhe and Lana watched their two athletes enter the security checkpoint. Wu Zhe suddenly said that he felt as if he had just sent his daughter off to get married. The intensity of training at school really couldn't be compared to the national team. After a week of training, training. Li Ge was exhausted, and the problem was that he was still at the bottom of the team. Yu Cheng was in the same situation, but he didn't care. He encouraged Li Ge that since they were invited here, it meant they were very capable. After quickly eating some food, Yu Cheng immediately called Lana. He told her that this place was very big, but there weren't many people. When he talked to Lana, he always felt very peaceful. The two of them talked for a while and then had to say goodbye because Lana had to go to school with Chi Lin. She ended the conversation with, "I love you." Yu Cheng's progress was very obvious. The captain and coach had great confidence in his ability. Li Chu beside him had a displeased expression, as if he was always at odds with everyone. After being reminded by the team leader, Yu Cheng searched online and found out that he had a fan group. Of course, he didn't know any of those girls. When Lana heard about this, she joked that there were a few of them that were suitable for him. Yu Cheng was very worried and immediately said that he didn't like anyone, that he only had Lana in his heart. Lana stood up and told him not to wander around and to practice hard. In addition, there were Mao Mao and Da He. 4 of them were from Hunan University. The coach asked Yu Cheng to replace Li Chu to film the promotional advertisement. At first, Yu Cheng didn't want to because he was afraid that it would affect his training, but later he changed his mind because he felt that what the coach said was true. Lana also said that when the coach took Yu Cheng to film a commercial like that, the coach must have thought ahead so as not to affect his training. Yu Cheng obediently listened to his lover. After filming the commercial, he knew he would stay out all night to finish the rest. That night, Yu Cheng did not go to the dinner invited by the sponsor. When he returned to the hotel, he saw Lana standing there. It turned out that Lana was worried about him, so she specially came to see him. The two of them spent a few short hours together. That night, Lana could not go with Yu Cheng because she had to catch an early flight back the next morning. Yu Cheng did not want to be away from her, so he kept hugging her in the hotel lobby, but he did not expect to be photographed by a female reporter. At the press conference the next day, Lu Nu asked Yu Cheng questions that were very difficult to answer. Yu Cheng knew she had bad intentions. Lu Nu was also the one who introduced him to the job. Last time, after the press conference, she still did not let Yu Cheng go. She deliberately said something to put down Lana in front of him. Lu Nu grabbed Yu Cheng's hand and refused to let go. He angrily waved his hand and Lu Nu fell to the ground. Lu Nu then angrily returned and posted a photo of Yu Cheng and Lana hugging each other online. Netizens didn't understand what was going on and immediately accused Yu Cheng, constantly cursing and belittling him. When Lana saw the comments online, she angrily looked for Lu Nu to ask for clarification, but Lana was told bluntly by Chi Lin. In the past few days, several reporters had been caught in school, and they were always paying attention to Lana. That's why Chi Lin asked her to be more discreet and not let others know any weaknesses, because the impact of this matter was not small. The team leader asked Li Chu to participate in the Asian Championships. Although Yu Cheng tried his best to explain, the coach thought that this matter had caused a bad influence. He persuaded Yu Cheng to hide and wait for things to pass. Yu Cheng had no choice but to drag his suitcase out of the training area. Lana went to see him. Although Yu Cheng did not say anything, the moment Lana looked at him, she realized that he was very upset, so she went to hug him. It was not simply a hug, but also a comfort. Then Lana took Yu Cheng to the beach to relax. Since Yu Cheng lost the opportunity to compete this time, both of them felt regretful, but with sincere feelings, they would overcome all difficulties together. When Yu Cheng's mother heard the news, she immediately called her son, but at the moment he was not in the mood to answer the phone. Lana and her father thought of a way to send Yu Cheng abroad to train. That way, he could watch the world's top athletics competitions. However, this time he would not train for the decathlon, but would instead switch to the high jump. She believed that Yu Cheng would have rapid development, but this matter ultimately still depended on Yu Cheng's own decision. He was very touched and of course had no opinion, but he needed to ask his parents' opinion, so the two of them returned to the island. Seeing Yu Cheng return, Jiaqi hurriedly ran to hug her son, while Lana stood by, a little worried because Jiaqi still had a bad opinion of her. However, she did not expect that Yu Cheng's mother would also hug Lana. That night, Lana slept at Yu Cheng's house. Jiaqi could only sigh and accept the fact that her son really liked this female coach when she saw her son busy taking care of his girlfriend. Just like that, Lana stayed at Yu Cheng's house for a few days. As soon as he received the invitation, Lana started to help Yu Cheng pack his things. He would have to train in a closed environment abroad, so Yu Cheng needed to bring enough things with him, but he himself didn't pay any attention to this. He was only concerned about how his future parents-in-law would treat him. At the same time, he was also very sad to leave Lana. Yu Cheng specially prepared a surprise birthday party. happy. Although today wasn't Lana's birthday, he hoped that he could celebrate her birthday with her every year. Since he definitely wouldn't be able to celebrate her birthday with her next year, he decided to celebrate it a year in advance. Before Yu Cheng left, Lana had already started to miss him like crazy. After hearing what Lana said, Yu Cheng's anger also disappeared. Both of them wished for each other. Lana hoped that they could be happy together for the rest of their lives, while Yu Cheng also hoped that he would become Lana's greatest pride and become her strong support. Not long after, Yu Cheng flew abroad and went to Lana's father's house, because Lana said that her father liked men in suits. When they first met, Yu Cheng wore a formal suit, but when he started dancing, his pants were torn. It seemed that Lana's father was extremely strict with Yu Cheng, but in reality he was not angry at him. Lana heard Yu Cheng's embarrassing story and immediately laughed. She understood that if her father did not accept this son-in-law, she would definitely have to consider someone else. Yu Cheng interrupted her and said that he would never give her that chance. He also wanted to talk to Lana more, but she was busy, so he hung up the phone. Yu Cheng lay down in frustration and obediently went to sleep. From then on, Yu Cheng began a life that was the opposite of Lana. When she was about to rest at night, Yu Cheng was preparing to practice. However, the two of them still kept in touch with each other frequently. One day, when Yu Cheng was looking through Lana's personal page, he happened to see a photo of her with a young boy. So he sent a message to Lana, asking who it was. She replied that the other person was the freshman male student she had mentioned to Yu Cheng many times before. He repeated Lana's words and tried to guess her tone, but this attracted the attention of Lana's father. He seemed annoyed and secretly judged Yu Cheng in his heart. Yu Cheng often used his breaks to video call Lana. Her father became even more upset when he saw this and directly confiscated Yu Cheng's cell phone. Yu Cheng expressed that he did not want to practice anymore, so Lana's father immediately threatened that if Yu Cheng did not pass the training standards, he would never see Lana again in this life. When she found out that her father had confiscated Yu Cheng's cell phone, Lana argued with him on the phone, but his attitude was extremely resolute. Finally, when Yu Cheng borrowed the cell phone next to him to call her, Lana was extremely strict. She asked him not to contact her if he did not meet the standards. She also hung up immediately after speaking. Yu Cheng tried to call back many times but was rejected by Lana. After being treated coldly by his lover, Yu Cheng appeared very sad. Lana seemed to imagine it, so she begged her mother to give Yu Cheng the phone so he could talk to her, and reminded her mother not to tell her father about this. Yu Cheng's heart was healed. He finally regained his spirit and trained hard. After 3 months of hard training, Yu Cheng had good results. He successfully jumped over a height of 225 meters. Lana's father smiled and returned the phone to him. He immediately contacted Lana to share this joy and said that Yu Cheng would soon participate in the New Zealand athletics competition. On the day of the competition, everyone watched the live broadcast at Zhang Tian's noodle shop. When they saw Yu Cheng easily jump over the height of 226 meters, everyone immediately shouted to congratulate him on his success. This success could not be mentioned without mentioning Yu Cheng's efforts as well as the strict training of Lana's father. Yu Cheng thought about it and decided to return to China to participate in the World Championship. Lana's father supported that decision because the greatest pride of an athlete is to bring glory to the motherland. However, Yu Cheng kept his return to China a secret from Lana because he wanted to give her a big surprise. Yu Cheng's roommates also did not hesitate to help him hide Lana. At the same time, they also secretly arranged a big surprise for her at school. However, Yu Cheng did not know how to lie, so Lana quickly realized that he was hiding something from her. She was angry and made Yu Cheng stop the car. She asked him to tell the whole truth before they could continue going. Confused, he took out the ring and honestly said that he would propose to her today. Lana was so surprised that she was speechless. She asked him to take her back to school to see the surprise he had prepared. With Qilin and the others watching, Yu Cheng officially proposed to Lana. His hand holding the ring was a little shaky, but in the end, he still said the profound words in his heart. Lana agreed without hesitation. In the end, their wedding took place in full happiness. The drama ends here. Thank you for your attention and watching. Goodbye, and see you again.